The best way to demonstrate this app is with a practical example. Let's say you had the idea that canyon down didn't actually mean to go down a canyon, but was the name of a feature of a basin or of a valley or of a canyon that had the word down or something close to down in it. How would you go about exploring the Rocky Mountains with all of its geographic features to see if that idea made sense? That is what this app is about. Let's do a general look at the app first. On the left side is a class button, category button, and area button. These left side buttons are for defining your search, including this upper left button that is to add a polygon to define an area. On the right side, below is the preferences, and then these three buttons are for displaying your search results. This button will show your feature pins. This button will show what features you've saved. And this button will output a spreadsheet of your features. Let's go into classes. And what classes are basically summits, lakes, ridges, glaciers, that kind of thing. You can turn them on and off. Right now I just have local turned off. Let's turn off summit because we're going to do a search for canyons. And let's turn off lakes also. And towers and crossings. And category, this one here, is where you define your search terms. Now notice I've added a canyon down, also got a corner and a heavy high in this example. I have 4 search terms in canyon down. You can turn them all on and off with this button here, or individually like that. Let's turn them all off, turn them back on. Notice that there's 2 places where you can put text. That is, if you want to search for 2 words like rock and upper, you put that in there and it will show you every feature with the word rock and upper in. Also notice that you don't have to put in the entire word. Like at Cascade I have down here, I left off the E so I could have all search terms with the word cascade and cascading in it. So that's my search I'm going to do for canyons. Inside your category list you also see 2 numbers. Those 2 numbers for this version don't do anything. Those are reserved for a future version of the app. So just worry about the 2 names that you can put in. If you leave one name off, it'll just search for the one search term. If you put 2 in, it means that it has to have both of those search terms in. Let's look at this one, like this one, upper and rock. If I have these 2 off and this one on, it will only search for upper and rock in the search terms. If I have that one off and these 2 on, it will search for every feature with the word rock or with the word upper. So you get an and or type of function. To add a category, touch here and touch on the top plus button here. And to add, let's get back out of edit mode, and to add an actual search term, this is the plus sign you touch right here. It will add it to the bottom of your category and you can start typing like that. Let's turn that one off. Don't have a search term in that yet. Close this window up. And since I don't have a polygon yet, it's done a search of a 100-mile radius on my search point, and that is in the preferences. You can change that there. But let's put in a polygon. And the way to do that is to touch upper left button, and that put in a polygon. We were really far out, but so let's zoom in here. It has put a polygon at our yellow search point. To move corners of a polygon around, let me touch right here to get it into standard map mode. Touch down for half a second, then start moving. If you touch and move right away, you'll just move the whole map around. So touch down, wait half a second, then move. Double tap to add a point. To delete a point, touch down and hold for 1.5 seconds. Okay, let me go in this button here and turn that one off. And turn on one I've done earlier of the entire search area. And zoom out. And what that has done is displayed all of my search terms in classes and everything that has the word down, lower, sink, variations of cascade. So once you have your features, you can examine them by touching on one and seeing what it says. Cascading Creek, kind of like that one. Right next to it is a plus sign, and you can add the feature by touching the plus sign into a list that you can see right here. Those are some I've added before, and there's the one we just added. Let's go back into categories again and turn off my Canyon down. If you've made a change to your search terms or your search classes, the way to show the features of your new search terms is to touch this button here. And since I don't have any search terms, it put in every single feature there is in my search area. I wanted to show you that. That is just massive amount of features. Okay, let's go back to what we had and start exploring around and see what we can find that looks interesting. Tumbledown Creek, that has an interesting name. Let's go over here. Sinks Canyon also has an interesting name. Okay, let's skip ahead. My personal version of this app, I have about 20 categories, about 3 to 10 search terms in each category. And after turning on and off several search terms and saving the interesting sounding features that corresponded to the chase in my added list, I noticed a cluster of saved points in this mountain range right here. So what I'm going to do now is put my search point close by, add a polygon, the search point back out of there, and move the corners of the polygon in or around the search area that I want, which is around this mountain grouping. Something like that. And instead of just doing my search features, I want to see everything in there now. So I'm going to make sure everything's off. It is. When you turn everything off in your categories button and you hit the features button, it will display all features in all of your classes. Whenever the app sees that there are no categories on, just classes on, it won't show you the features until you hit the features button. And I'm going to touch this button again to show features. And it will show everything that I have turned on. Actually, I need to go turn on summits and lakes. And I'll leave locals off and hit that features button again. And those are all the features. You could look at them individually, but you can just make a spreadsheet out of it. So that's what that button does, and the spreadsheet goes to your iCloud folder and your Files app on your device, and you can investigate further that way. I don't even use paper notes anymore. I just use this app. If my idea fits in an existing category, I'll just add that search term, and if I have to, I make up a new category. I'll just add that search term into the category. Hopefully you can see how this app can quickly find out whether your idea is viable or not. And that is the purpose of the app. And good luck in your search.